Hey there, night dwellers. Join the Phantom Troupe for a serene escape into dreamland with enchanting sleep stories. Let the calming tales transport you to a world of peaceful slumber and restful nights.
Hey there, I'm Isabella, your sweet storyteller. It warms my heart to have you here with me. Tonight, we're set for an adventure into the world of mystery and suspense. Get ready to be hooked by a story that unfolds in the shadows of the unknown, where every page brings us closer to an unsolved enigma. Before we dive into the gripping narrative, take a moment to let go of the day's events. Inhale deeply, letting the weight of the world lift from your shoulders. Exhale, embracing the soothing calm that surrounds you. As we embark on this mysterious tale, picture yourself on the edge of anticipation, eager to uncover the secrets that lie ahead. The story we're about to unfold draws inspiration from real-life enigmas, weaving a tapestry of intrigue that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Feel the tension in your muscles dissipate with each breath. With the day behind you and relaxation setting in, let the excitement of the unknown heighten your senses. Together, we'll navigate through the twists and turns of this suspenseful narrative. Now, as the world fades away and the mystery unfolds, allow the soothing rhythm of my voice to guide you into a tranquil state. Stay tuned as we step into the mysterious unknown, where every moment holds the promise of revelation. Ludwig II of Bavaria, often referred to as the Mad King or the Swan King, was one of Europe's most enigmatic monarchs. Renowned for his love of the arts, his fairy tale castles, and his deep, almost obsessive admiration for composer Richard Wagner, Ludwig's life was as captivating as it was controversial. His death, shrouded in mystery, remains one of the most intriguing unsolved cases in European history. On June 13, 1886, Ludwig and his physician, Dr. Bernhard von Guden, were found dead in Lake Starnberg under circumstances that continue to defy clear explanation. This account delves into the events leading to Ludwig's death, the details of that fateful day, and the theories that have emerged over the years. Ludwig ascended to the Bavarian throne in 1864 at the tender age of 18. Handsome, romantic, and idealistic, Ludwig had grand dreams for his kingdom. However, his reign coincided with the tumultuous period of German unification under Prussia, led by Otto von Bismarck. Bavaria's independence was largely reduced to a formality after the Austro-Prussian War of 1866 and the Franco-Prussian War of 1870 to 71. While Ludwig retained his title, his political power dwindled. Frustrated by his inability to wield significant influence in state affairs, Ludwig turned inward, immersing himself in personal pursuits that earned him both adoration and ridicule. He commissioned the construction of some of Europe's most iconic castles, including Neuschwanstein, Linderhof, and Herrenchiemsee, inspired by romantic and Wagnerian ideals. These ambitious projects placed enormous strain on Bavaria's finances, leading to mounting opposition from his ministers. His reclusive behavior, nocturnal habits, and reluctance to engage in state matters further alienated him from his court. By the 1880s, Ludwig had become a polarizing figure, viewed by many as an artistic visionary and by others as an impractical ruler. In 1886, Ludwig's eccentricity reached its zenith and his ministers had grown increasingly frustrated. They claimed that his lavish spending endangered Bavaria's economy and used his perceived erratic behavior as grounds for his deposition. Ludwig's political opponents, including his uncle Luitpold, orchestrated a coup. The cornerstone of their effort was a psychiatric evaluation compiled by Dr. Bernhard von Guden, a prominent psychiatrist who had never personally examined Ludwig. Based on second-hand accounts, the report portrayed Ludwig as mentally unfit to rule, citing his withdrawal from public life, obsession with castle building, and supposed delusions of grandeur. This diagnosis provided the pretext to declare him incapacitated. On June 10, 1886, Ludwig was formally deposed and placed under arrest. He was taken from his beloved Neuschwanstein Castle to Berg Castle on the shores of Lake Starnberg, where he was kept under close surveillance. The events of June 13th remained shrouded in uncertainty. Ludwig spent much of the day in a melancholic state. His physician, Dr. von Guden, had accompanied him to Berg Castle and was tasked with monitoring his mental state. That evening, Ludwig expressed a desire to go for a walk along the lake. Against better judgment, von Guden agreed to accompany him without guards, believing there was no risk of violence. At approximately 6:30 p.m., the two men set off. Hours later, when they failed to return, a search party was organized. Around 11:30 p.m., their bodies were discovered in shallow waters, about 25 meters from the shore. Ludwig was found floating face up, while von Guden's body was nearby, face down. Both men were fully clothed, and Ludwig's watch had stopped at 6:54 p.m., suggesting that their deaths occurred shortly after they began their walk. The official explanation given by Bavarian authorities was that Ludwig drowned. According to this account, he may have committed suicide, overcome by despair at his deposition. It was further suggested that von Guden tried to intervene and was overpowered, leading to both men drowning. However, several inconsistencies in this narrative have fueled speculation and alternative theories. Strong swimming ability. Ludwig was known to be a strong swimmer, and Lake Starnberg was calm and shallow in the area where the bodies were found. It seems implausible that he would have drowned so close to shore. Lack of water in lungs. Some reports from the autopsy stated that no water was found in Ludwig's lungs, which casts doubt on drowning as the cause of death. Von Guden's injuries. Witnesses reported that von Guden's body showed signs of a struggle, including injuries to his head and neck. This suggests that a violent altercation may have taken place. The suicide theory posits that Ludwig, devastated by his deposition and betrayal, walked into the lake to end his life. However, this explanation has been criticized for its simplicity and lack of supporting evidence. Ludwig's letters and writings from that period do not indicate suicidal intent. On the contrary, he expressed a desire to fight his deposition and regain his throne. Another theory suggests that Ludwig planned to escape from his captors. Supporters of this idea believe that he may have been attempting to cross the lake or signal allies when he fell into the water and drowned. This theory is partially supported by accounts of Ludwig's frustration with his confinement and his reputation for dramatic gestures. The assassination theory is perhaps the most controversial, but widely discussed. It suggests that Ludwig was murdered to ensure he could not return to power. This theory implicates his political opponents, including his uncle Luitpold, who had much to gain from Ludwig's removal. Evidence supporting this theory includes the secrecy surrounding the investigation and the rapid burial of Ludwig's body, which prevented a thorough autopsy. Eyewitness accounts of gunshots heard near the lake that evening. Although no firearms were found at the scene, the possibility of political motives, as Ludwig's continued presence posed a threat to the new regency. It is also possible that Ludwig and von Gudin struggled during their walk, leading to an accidental fall into the lake. This would explain von Gudin's injuries and the chaotic nature of the scene. However, this theory does not account for the broader political context or the secrecy that followed Ludwig's death. Ludwig's death marked the end of an era for Bavaria. His uncle, Prince Luitpold, assumed the regency, and Ludwig's castles were opened to the public to recoup the costs of their construction. Ironically, these castles, once criticized as wasteful extravagances, became major tourist attractions and are now celebrated as cultural treasures. Ludwig himself has become a larger-than-life figure, remembered as a misunderstood romantic and a martyr of artistic idealism. His death, with its unresolved questions, only adds to his mystique. In the years since Ludwig's death, numerous attempts have been made to uncover the truth. Historians, journalists, and even members of the Wittelsbach family have revisited the case, but no definitive conclusions have been reached. In 2007, Ludwig's body was exhumed briefly for scientific examination. While this study yielded some insights, it did not provide conclusive answers about the cause of death. The Wittelsbach family has resisted calls for further testing, citing a desire to respect Ludwig's memory. Ludwig II of Bavaria's death remains one of history's great mysteries. Whether he died by suicide, accident, or assassination, his untimely demise robbed the world of one of its most unique monarchs. Ludwig's life and death continue to inspire fascination, serving as a testament to the enduring power of mystery and romance in history. While we may never know exactly what happened on that fateful evening in June 1886, Ludwig's legacy as the Mad King and the dreamer behind Bavaria's fairy tale castles endures, captivating hearts and minds more than a century after his death.